Welcome back to the Karyn Reece Show. As always, anytime Karyn's around, spirits around. So if you'd like to enter to potentially win a reading to hear from your past loved ones or hear about your future, you may do so by visiting her website at www.karynreece.com, spelled KarynReece.com. You can also visit her on Facebook at Karyn Reece Psychic Medium, or on Instagram and on Twitter at Karyn Reece, or on TikTok at Karyn Reece as well. So you can also send her an email, Karyn, Karyn, and then the little @ sign, KarynReece.com. In your submission, please make sure you put your first and last name, phone number, email address, and why you deserve to win a reading. So we have a very lucky winner with us who wrote to us on Instagram. Leah, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing well. How are you?
Awesome. Karyn, take it away.
You're a very popular girl. We got people starting to come in, including a grandfather. I got a grandmother too. I keep hearing a couple different names too. There's a Joe connection. Is that like an uncle or somebody? Joe.
My boyfriend's friend.
Oh, he's still in the living?
He's
here.
She literally said before you got on, is there a young male connected to Leah? And I said, you have to ask Leah.
He's here. He's standing right there. And and your grandpa's here and he says, I'm with Joe. And I'm like, and I have a great uncle coming in. Did you realize Joe was in my dreams last night? I know nothing about who comes in because you always surprise me at the last minute just before I start to read, whoever I'm going to be connecting with. Joe was in my dreams last night. He said he couldn't wait to see you. He said he's doing well. And he said that things are pretty nice here. He goes, get a couple square meals, get to have some fun. I get to have a lot of, friends. I'm like partying. Life is good. No hangovers, just so you know. And he's laughing on. And he said, even though I'm out of the physical, he goes, look, I still see what goes on. So, if you wouldn't mind, passing that on. So you probably weren't expecting to talk to Joe today, were you?
No, but that is was his best friend.
Yeah.
So we all worked together too, which is how Aiden and I and Joe and I met.
Yeah, he said, if I had a chance to get you sooner, I would have plucked you before, Aiden did. He's a lucky guy. You could tell him I said it. That's what Joe said for me to tell you that. I'm just taking the words. It's not my opinion, just what Joe's telling me to tell you.
We went on a date.
Yeah,
we did.
Really take, though. He goes, that's my regret. So Aiden lucked in. He goes, yeah. He goes, but who's a better kisser? Wait, don't answer that. He said, he doesn't want to upset, Aiden. And one of the things I see into your future, do you like spending time outdoors? Because I see you doing like a kind of like a getaway, maybe like, I wouldn't say camping, but you're at like a little like chalet or a little cabin or something like that. And it's like, where there's no TV, we're sitting outside, we're enjoying the beautiful stars up in the sky. We're looking at nature. And at some point you're going to look up, you're going to see a shooting star, by the way, that I see in the future. So you'll do more of these, like, let's go spend some time somewhere in like a cabin type of thing. I'm seeing water. So I see a lot of that in your future. Is that something you'd like to do? Because I do see a lot of that, but it's not like hardcore camping.
You're kind of scared me. To be honest,
or whatever.
Just only because we've been like talking about camping, not leaving Denver, but like going to a cabin in the woods and specific. But we've been talking about just disconnecting because life is kind of insane. So it's worth it to put your phone down. And there's a lot of places in Colorado that are more like that, no phones, and you don't even really get service. So.
Yeah, Joe overhears your conversations. Apparently he haunts your house. He's laughing about it because he goes, yeah, I heard that, Karyn. It's true. Yeah, Grandpa says it'll be good for you. Yeah, so the two of them are like buds right now, having a good time at your expense. Yeah. And do you have a problem with a faucet? Is it a bathroom faucet, like turning the water on and off, or it drips or something? What is Joey talking about?
Oh my goodness. It's in my bathroom. And literally, my boyfriend has tried to work on it so many times. I poured bleach down that sink. Nothing's worked. It's upstairs, but
yeah, you got a faucet issue, or sink, plumbing. Yeah, Grandpa says, he says, but you don't need to spend the money and get somebody over. It'll cost you too much money. You can really do it yourself. So yeah, Joe's laughing about it
for now.
Did they do a fundraiser yet, or some sort of acknowledgement? Because he's talking about somebody wanting to do some sort of like acknowledgement, awareness of his passing. And he said there's like an awareness that they're looking at, somebody's doing, or one of your friends or some of you are doing, or you've done.
you know, there was a Lego fundraiser. I'm not really sure who exactly took it over. I think it was some of Joe's friends in Buffalo who did.
Yeah.
But yeah, to my knowledge, it's still happening.
That's what he said. He's proud of that too. He's talking about some travel for you though to Boston. You like going to Massachusetts? You got that coming up, you and your boy toy.
That's definitely talked about for sure.
Is there somebody that's a bear? Do we call somebody bear?
Yeah,
Is this
yeah.
who's the bear?
My aunt.
She passed over?
Yeah.
Because he said bear's here. I go, who the hell's bear? And and I heard she knows who bear. So you're at bear's here. Where's the care connection too? Is that her name, or where's the care? Or do you call it Care Bear? Like Care?
We just, her name was Mary, and we all
Mary.
called her,
You
we
know,
always called her Bear.
that's what I said. I heard something like an air bear. And when you first rolled in onto set, or when we first started to talk, when Grandpa came in and I heard a Mary, and I was gonna say, is there a Mary grandmother? And then I heard Joe. So I heard something air bear. So it's Mare Bear. So yeah, because I heard Mary. So she's in my dreams too. What is wrong with your friends and family, Leah?
I got a lot of them over there.
Yeah, I'm like, no wonder why I can't sleep. Yeah, and Mary says, yeah, I saw you last night. I go, wait a minute, I saw you too in my dreams. And Joe, we were all out of body. You were too, which may sound sort of strange, but you were out of body. Your aunt's laughing about that. She goes, oh yeah. She goes, you need to you need to relax more. She says, you need to take a vacation, Leah. She goes, your mind never stops. She says, that's going to drive you crazy. You know, and she's laughing and she goes, by the way, they call me Bear over here too. So apparently that name is something that everybody is well aware of. It's better, I could call you something else, Grandpa said to tell her. So, okay, so you got some funny people over there. And Mary says, give everybody a big hug and a kiss for me too. And she goes, you know, you're so near and dear to my heart. You're so special. See, you touch a lot of people in this life. You really are like an angel on earth. And you really bring the good out in people, which is an incredible gift. A lot of people can't do that. So even when people are having bad days in this life, you know how to bring that goodness out in them. So your life looks really good. You need some downtime though. Everybody keeps telling me that. I think you just need to recharge your batteries, and you gotta like stop having your phone like attached to your hip as though it's like an organ, because it really is too much around you.
My work organ.
Work organ. Your liver organ. Time to, yeah, it's time to like detoxicate that. You know what I mean? Your grandpa's laughing about that. Did you just drop your phone badly? Did you screw it up?
I didn't screw it up. I just like broke the case totally, and I keep picking at it.
Yeah, Joe said something about your case being broken. Yeah, you screwed it up. He says,
Yeah, it's broken. It's not the screen, but the case is broken.
it sucks. You got to fix it. Yeah, he was like talking about that. What are you nuts? He goes, it sucks. You got to get it fixed. Yeah, it's broken. Yeah. Yeah, good job, by the way, he said, Leah. He's laughing. He loves to bust your chops.
Do like people overpower each other when they're talking to you? Like, can you like, do people have louder voices and kind of like scream over?
Yeah, your family. Yeah. Joey. Well, it's funny because when I started hearing America, then somebody said something about Joey saying bears here. I didn't know if he's referencing like a doggy or a kitty, but he said bears here. Sometimes you can hear them louder. It takes a lot of energy, but before we even started to tape, I said, oh my God, you know, I have a young male coming in. So he was like waiting, he was, you know, biting at the chomp, so to speak, couldn't wait to see you. Your poor papa was trying to get in, and then your aunt was trying to politely, you know, come in. But, you know, people are people, you know, people get excited. And
No, I know.
People have more energy, and clearly Joey has like this special bond, you know, with you and your boyfriend, and he was thrilled to be here. So, and I think your aunt was so gracious and your grandpa to just let him, you know, talk. But yeah, people are still people. I tell people, so if you're a moron, you're a moron. But
I was just so curious because it really sounded like it matched everybody's personality. And Like,
Okay, yeah, that's a good, yeah. You're just like, yep, thanks. Yeah. And Joey's like, of course, but you're still you, I don't know. Sometimes people have this understanding that when you leave your physical or this belief that you become an angel. I'm like, no, if you're still a moron, if you're a moron here, you'll be a moron there, so things just don't change. You might have a different perspective over time because you see things differently, but if you're a quiet person, unless you're really excited to talk to somebody, but it also takes a lot of energy because when you're in that frequency, it's different than this frequency. So
interesting.
you have no
Like,
idea.
I'll never understand, but I'm so grateful to be able to talk to you. Just thank you so much. I really, really appreciated it.
Of course. Well, Leah, thank you so much for joining us today. Hopefully this gave you the peace and the closure that you needed. Karyn, thank you. And Spirit, thank you.